Hello, and welcome to Child Development 1103, the Child Development Professional. So, for most of you, well, for all of you, this is your first class in the Child Development Program at Western, at least in many years, as long as you haven't taken any classes with me. So, maybe you took some a really long time ago. It's intended to be the first class in the program. So, welcome to the program. And for many of you, welcome to college. I know this might be your first college experience, or at least your first college experience in a while. So, welcome. It's really good to see you. I'm Mrs. Sturgeon, and I will be your instructor for most of your child development classes. Um, which you might occasionally have one where you have an adjunct, but for right now, most of them are going to be me, which means you're going to see me for a while if you're working towards getting your certificate first, because your certificate requires English Comp 1 and then 5 child development classes. So we're going to see a lot of each other for the next couple semesters. You're also going to see a lot of the other people in this class with you. So when we have class discussions, when we have class meetings, look around, get to know each other. These are your classmates for the next few years, and they're your Western Oklahoma childcare colleagues. So I really hope that you can feel a sense of community and get to know each other and just realize that you're in this together and depend on each other in the future. You know, you might see each other at professional development or get ideas from each other and stay in touch. So I hope that even though you're online, you're able to do that and really feel like part of this program and a part of Western. And I really encourage you to know that everything that's available to students at Western on campus is available to all of you too. Sometimes we might have to modify how you get them, but you're also always welcome on campus if that's a possibility for you. If it's not, we'll figure out ways to get resources to you. But I want you to know that you are a part of this campus, and we're so glad that you're here. So, since this is your first class and might be your first time using Canvas, I want to show you around campus a bit. So, I'm going to share my screen with you. I've already shut stuff down. Hang on one second. Okay, here it is. So this is Canvas, and Canvas is your classroom. So I want you to explore it just like you would get to know a room you were in. This is it. So you should have already, if you found this video, you found this page. This is our home page. And as I make class announcements, you'll always see the 3 most recent up here, but I haven't made class announcements yet. So this is your home page, and we will we'll start with exploring what it says. Okay, so it tells you what class you're in. This is fall 2025. It's the first 8 weeks. Here's a little information about me, my work phone number. Let me tell you that this is only when I'm in my office, which is the hours that you see right here. So if you call outside of these hours, um, expect that you won't get me till the next day, or if it's a Thursday, you're not going to get me till Monday because I work from home on Fridays. So pay attention if you're calling to that information. But that's okay because I have lots of other ways to get a hold of me, okay? And we're going to talk about those. So these are my office hours. They are when I'm physically here, ready to talk to you. You don't even need an appointment. You can call that phone number, or you can just pop in my office, or I know most of you are working full time, so that's usually not an option to come by, but you can hop on my Zoom because every one of these, I'm sitting here with my Zoom open. I mean, I say that sometimes on these long ones, it shuts itself off and I don't notice. So if that's the case, then send me a message or call and say, hey, I'm trying to get on your Zoom. But I intend to have these just sitting there open. I don't have that problem on these that are virtual only because they're just an hour long, so they don't usually shut off. Um, but so Mondays from 10 to 1, I am in my office and my computer is open. Same with Tuesdays, 11:30 to 1:30 and 3 to 4. Same on Wednesdays, and Thursdays are just like Mondays. And then because, like I said, I know most of you are working full time, I have a Thursday night office hour from 8 to 9. That's at home. That's why it's virtual only. I'm at home. Fridays from noon to 1. And then Sundays from 5 to 6. I know a lot of you are going to do your homework on Sundays. So I have that Zoom office hour in case you've got some last minute questions before assignments are due. Assignments are usually due on Sundays and Monday. Like your quizzes are a lot of times due Sunday nights. Your and other assignments are due Monday nights. Some of the assignment dates are staggered, but that's kind of typical. So um, I want to have that there in case you have questions. A note about most of you doing, or a lot of you, in my experience, doing homework on the weekends. That's great. If that's when you've got time to do it, that's fantastic. But I do recommend each new week or module of the class will open on Tuesdays. So even if you think you're not going to start your homework till Saturday, I highly, highly recommend that you get in the habit in this class and all classes moving forward of opening the module the day it opens and giving it a look. Because sometimes, more so in the classes after this one than in this one, but in all of them, there might be things that you need to be like, this week at work, observe this, or while you're at work this week, talk to your director about this. And if you put your assignments off until the weekend, then you're out of time to do those things. So just at least look at assignments that when they open and see what's coming for the week. Okay, so if you want to join those virtual office hours, you can click this link right here, or you can scan this QR code. Obviously, this is probably if you want to join from your phone, you would scan the QR code. Um, it's easier to join from your, I mean, I don't know if it's easier. If you have anything you want to show me, you need to join from your computer so that you can share your screen with me. Um, and that's what's handier about the Zoom sometimes than phone calls is that I can share my screen with you, you can share yours with me, and we can solve some problems. And then if you ever don't want to risk not catching me, you can schedule a meeting, but I'm here, so you don't really have to. Or if you know, like if it's getting towards the end of the semester and you know what you want to talk about next semester's classes, schedule a meeting for that so that I can have looked at your degree sheet and things like that. So this takes you to my calendar to schedule a meeting. All right, then on the rest of this page, you're going to see this on all your instructors' home pages because this is our statement as faculty to you, the students. The student can expect timely and frequent interaction with the instructor throughout the course. Each assignment will have a due date on the calendar, syllabus link, or within the module. I think mine have all three. The instructor will communicate with the student using email, announcements, discussions, assignments, office hours, and/or virtual Zoom meetings. I don't think I use email very much with you because of our Canvas inbox feature that we'll talk about. It's just a little bit more handy than email for class purposes. But yeah, I'm going to send out announcements. I'm going to participate in class discussions with you. I'm going to give you meaningful feedback on your assignments. That's another thing that we'll get to more in a little bit. I've got office hours for you, and we're going to have some Zoom meetings. So you can expect instructor-initiated posts, replies, and/or follow-up questions on discussion boards, like I just mentioned, individualized feedback on assignments. So this is kind of just elaborating on this assignments, live Zoom discussions or meetings, and/or announcements focused on the course content. The instructor will respond to learner inquiries or requests for assistance within 2 business days. So, I mean, if you were to contact on a Friday, then it could be Tuesday. That doesn't happen. I don't do that. I mean, if it has, then something happened, okay? I try to get back, I'm not working 24/7, so please don't expect immediate response all the time, but I know that your time's valuable, so I try to get back to you as quickly as I can. But just know that I and all instructors, we do technically have 2 business days, should something happen. And then on feedback on assignments, you should have them back and graded within 7 days of the due date. Now, I do want to point out that that's the due date, not the day you turn it in. So if something's due on Monday, but you turned it in Thursday the day before, I've got till the following Monday to grade, not the Thursday from when you turned it in. So it's great to turn your assignments in early if that's what you need to do and it makes you feel better. And if I'm ever caught up, I will grade them earlier. But just know that your instructors do have 7 days. Okay, this is important. That's when it's in red, a color I don't even like, on my home screen. But here's a stop sign telling you the use of AI to construct responses in child development classes is not acceptable. AI has its purposes. I'm not going to say it doesn't, and we're going to talk about some of those, but it is not to do your work. And here's why. You've got an insanely important job. You are taking care, people put their children in your care, and I have to know that you know how to take care of them. And if if at some point I have to suspect that you're using AI or any other form of cheating to get your assignments done, I can't with good conscience grant you a degree and say, yes, go take care of children. Just like you don't want to go to a doctor who got through medical school using AI, these parents don't want to place children in your care if you got through school using AI. Okay? You have an important job. And so we need to take this seriously. I think when students get tempted to use AI is when they get in a hurry or when they want their writing to be perfect. And yeah, I do want you to write well. I want you to write well because that's a way that you present yourself well to others. And sometimes you'll be sending notes and things to parents and you want to make a good impression. So I do care that you write well and I want to see you try. And I'm going to sometimes make corrections to your writing, but that's not to insult you, that's to help you. But I think students get tempted to sometimes use AI to help them be better writers. But I want to know that you know the content. So let's make sure we know the content and just try to put it out to me in a straightforward manner where I can understand it and we'll be okay. All right, continuing with this statement though. No AI on discussions, discussion comments and replies, or any other written assignment. Your Turnitin score on assignments is not reflective of your use of AI. So you're going to learn about Turnitin when you start reading the syllabus and other things. But it shows it's a plagiarism score and it shows where you might have plagiarized. So that's separate from AI though. So you could have a 0 for Turnitin, which is what you want, a 0 Turnitin score and still have used AI. So just know that that's the case. If I suspect that a student has used AI to generate a response, I run the work through a separate detection tool other than Turnitin. If the tool indicates that the response is more than 15% likely to have been generated by AI, or that more than 15% of the content was written by AI, the student will receive an automatic 0 for the assignment. This information is documented in the student's file, and repeated offenses will be referred to the academic dean. The above policy applies to all assignments within child development courses, whether specifically written in each assignment or not. Okay, so we got the yucky stuff out of the way. Here's your homepage again. This is a nifty little to-do list, and as you turn things in, they're going to get checked off your to-do list, and that's a great feeling. Over here, you have a calendar, and if I click on it, it's going to, in student view, it's going to show something different. So I won't click on it, but it's also going to have due dates for your assignments. And that's nice because it combines all your classes, if you're in more than one class, it shows them all in one spot. So, and they'll check off there when you turn them in. So that's a handy tool. What I do not want you to do is to only go to assignments using your calendar or this list. You're not going to get all of the information that you need to do the assignment. You need to start each Tuesday by going to or in this week, first week, Thursday, by going to the learning modules. So over here, you have this menu. If this menu isn't showing, it's because you need to toggle this switch. But you've got home. Here's your syllabus. This is the syllabus document. So this is what, like, all the information from me and from the school about school procedures and things. So this is the syllabus document that you need to read. And then here's all your assignments. They're not open yet. I also do not want you to get to assignments this way, because again, if you just click on assignments here and try to do them, you're going to be lost. You're not going to know exactly what's going on. Okay, I'm going to come back to modules. You've got grades here. Check them regularly. Please check them regularly so that you know how you're doing. And sometimes, like once I've graded them, you'll see little comments here. And that's how I give you feedback. And there's going to be more information about that later too. Okay, so modules. So here's your welcome to child development module. And there are no assignments in this one. These are just pages of important information. So like this says, start here. We're going to start here and watch another video from me about all of this information. Okay, and then you can either push next to go to the next page, or back in modules, you'll see that that's textbook information. Okay, information on online learning. This is about your class discussions, which are a large portion of your grade. And there's another video from me. You must watch this. NACCE information and resources. If you're already working in childcare, you could be very familiar with NACCE's position statement on developmentally appropriate practices with the code of ethics, things like that. But you will be learning in this class a lot about what NACCE is if you don't already know. Okay, information on incorporating sources. That's another thing we're going to talk a lot about. I've got several videos on here. Two of them are from me personally, not just shared videos. Please watch them. And then this is for reference, our state early learning guidelines and tips for being successful in this class from previous students. So this is just stuff you need to be reading over the next couple days, reading and watching over the next couple days. And then here is this week. It has its own start here page. Another video from me. You're gonna get sick of hearing me in the next few days, but sorry. All right, so this tells you what this week entails and what student learning objectives are met this week. Okay, and then again, you can click next or you can go back to the module to the next thing. Oh, so I'm gonna leave student view so that we can actually look at these. Okay, so you have a survey to complete first for this week. And you know what? I think I probably explained all these things in that video on the first page. So I'm going to stop here and we'll walk through those then. Okay, so I will go back to student view and back to home. And I think I've shown you Canvas in general. Canvas inbox. This is how you will get a hold of me if it's not through Zoom or telephone. It's how most students get a hold of me. It's like email, but it's in Canvas. So if you message me from this, it's going to tell me which class you're in without you having to say, I'm in your child development professional class. It's going to tell me. So your subject line will be like the name of the assignment that you're asking about or whatever other topic you need. But you do include a subject line and then a very thorough message. And you want to be thorough for your own benefit because if you're vague in your question, say you message me at 9 o'clock at night when you're doing your homework and I've already shut down for the night. And so then I don't message you until I get to work the next morning, but you're already at work too. So if you send me an unclear message at 9 o'clock Tuesday night and I don't get back to you saying, can you clarify or what do you mean by this until 9 Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning, and then it's after work before you can clarify. And then it's whenever I get to a computer again when I can finally answer your question. We've wasted a whole day. So be as thorough as possible in your first questions to me. Okay. Don't ever feel bad about it. People always apologize. Sorry to bother you. You're not bothering me. This is my job. It's what I'm here for is to help guide you. Like I said, I'm not working 24/7, so please don't expect immediate response, but it is what I'm here for. And if I'm answering, you're not bothering me. It's what I'm doing then. So don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, I think I've made it through the homepage. Like I said, you're going to go into modules and watch many more videos. I hope you're as excited to start this as I am to see all of you. And I'm looking forward to a great semester.